Story 1. Powerball winning numbers this week are insert_winning_numbers. Nvidia stock goes to $150, so buy as much as you can. As a note, I see a lot of people saying to buy Bitcoin. Since February 20th, 2020, Bitcoin is up about 905%. Nvidia stock is up 1,795%. Story 2. Don't date that guy. Look for things that bring you peace and calm. Stop smoking so much marijuana and drinking. You don't know everything. Get your career figured out now. You'll be more tired in 5 years. Among other things. Story 3. Invest in Peloton and Zoom. Then put all your profits that November into GameStop and sell on January 29th. Wait for Bitcoin to tumble to $20,000. Then sell as it hits $100,000. Also, you're going to meet your wife next week. Story 4. End the relationship now and work on yourself. As much as you are intrigued by him and how much you think you know what you are doing, and honey, I love you so much for these qualities. You are actually making things so much harder for yourself. So end it now or buckle up. Story 5. On December 4th, 2024, there will be an assassination in downtown Manhattan. You have to get there, handle the victim discreetly, and greet the assassin. This will make you the most popular individual alive. Story 6. Leave him now. I know you have a 1-year-old and it will be hard, but pull out of the mortgage, don't get married, and never look back. He will never bring you happiness. Story 7. Hug your brother. He will be gone in 5 years and you will never see it coming. Spend as much time with your family as you can. Tell him how much you love him. Story 8. That baby in your belly is going to stretch you to your absolute limit, and there will be times when you wish you had a different life. But on the other side, and you will get there despite how it will feel, is a beautiful, insanely smart, funny, and loving little girl who is going to make your life the richest and most vibrant it has ever been. You will even have another one, believe it or not. Story 9. Your daughter is about to suffer from a horrendous eating disorder that will destroy everything and dominate your life for years to come. Watch what she is eating, talk to her, and get her a psychologist. Story 10. Don't spend all your time online. Don't become friends with them. Go to school and only use your phone for school purposes. I was 13 when the pandemic happened. Now I'm 17, and I don't have friends because my online friends made me leave my real-life friends. Now I'm a loner. I just disappeared from my online friends 2 weeks ago and started going out more. I feel great doing that. I use a different name online now so they won't track me or anything. I also told my family to block them if any of them ask where I am and why I disappeared. Story 11. Stop stressing over things you cannot control. Focus on your health, build that emergency fund, and spend more time with loved ones. You will thank yourself later. Story 12. Wear sunscreen. If I could offer you only one tip for the future, sunscreen would be it. The long-term benefits of sunscreen have been proved by scientists. Story 13. You are in for a wild ride. As the cardiologist will put it, this baby is about to have you blindfolded on a roller coaster. You will be terrified. Your introduction to motherhood is going to be nothing like you have dreamed. You will watch this child fight for her life more than once, and you will have to quickly learn hospital terminology, medication schedules, and how to advocate for her. This experience is going to completely change you as a person and the way you parent. But she lives. She is the most joyful, strong, magical little girl you have ever met. She has to work harder than everyone else, but she does it while singing and skipping. You find a wonderful community of medical parents and form a tight-knit group of women who understand what others cannot. And you are a really good mom. In the end, there is more beauty than grief. Hold on, you have got this. Story 14. Life gets better. I am the person you imagined as your higher power. I am the older version of yourself who accomplished what I wanted. You'll get there. Hold on. I know you're in hell right now, but hold on. Her name is Rin. This life was worth fighting for. I love you and I believe in you. Fight for your life. Story 15. Get a pen and write this down. Gather all cash available. Buy Bitcoin now, sell at 60,000, buy at 30,000, sell at 65,000, buy at 20,000. Buy Ethereum at $100, sell at $4,500. Buy Solana as soon as you hear about it and sell at $240, buy again at $8. Take profits in mid to late 2025. Story 16. Your mom is going to die this year. Please make her go to the hospital. She needs help immediately. She needs to be here to see her grandbabies grow up. Story 17. Do not get married to an atheist who forgets his wallet on your wedding day at the courthouse because you are going to be separated 2 years later. Okay. Love you, bye. Story 18. Things will begin to get really challenging for you now. With your wife and both parents eventually passing away, whatever happens, be strong for your family. Eat better, especially since you have also become diabetic, and don't wallow in self-pity because you have many people who depend on you. Story 19. Be brave enough to step out of your comfort zone. Do not be too shy. Do not let your spark fade, and do not let depression consume you. You have so much potential, so do not let fear and discouragement take it away from you, or else you will end up lost, just like I am right now. Feeling stagnant, not good at anything, and like a failure. Story 20. Dude, you need to listen to me. I don't have much time, so listen very carefully. Have you been in an accident that wasn't your fault? Story 21. Make him go to the doctor or hospital. If you do not, in 5 years, you will basically be a widow and a single mom with a 4-year-old child who now has to grow up without a dad. Story 22. 5 years ago was the pandemic and the year my grandmother died in my arms, and my 7-year relationship ended after my boyfriend told me, "You seriously need to get over it," the same day. So, it would be, sorry you're dealing with that. Story 23. You are going to take on the family farm. You are going to spend every day laboring yourself, but you are the happiest version so far. That severance package from your corporate job was a package to freedom. Story 24. Get therapy. You're going to lose all your friends if you don't change. Also, grandma won't survive the surgery. Make sure she has her wishes in writing. Buy Nvidia stock. Sell when you have enough. Story 25. Everyone is saying buy Bitcoin or Nvidia, but then you don't know when to exit. So I'm telling myself, sell Bitcoin at $105,000 and sell Nvidia at $140 after the split. Story 26. There is about to be a pandemic. Your dad will die before you get to see him again. Get him to write a will as soon as possible. Quit social media. Don't worry about people who don't match your energy and effort in friendships, but put all your love and time into yourself and your family. Story 27. Do not get the vaccine because you will end up with serious autoimmune issues. Also, be nicer to your friends and family, and take care of your mental health, or you will drive everyone away and regret it. Story 28. Write this down, copy it multiple times, and don't lose this. Put all your money in GameStop stock, Roth IRA included. Use the millions you get to move to Puerto Rico at the end of 2021, and change your residency immediately for taxes. Powerball drawing November 5th, 2022 is 28, 45, 53, 56, 69, 20. Powerball number 3, 1.65 billion. Bitcoin goes up to 100K in 5 years. Sell it at that point. Buy 20 or 30 million before October 2023. Eagles win the Super Bowl in 2025. Talk all you want for the 2024 season. Story 29. Stop crying because you feel fat and ugly and everyone hates you and laughs at you. You are going to find the best people in 3 years, and everyone who is laughing at you right now will be jealous of you in the future. Smile. Story 30. Go ahead and rent that cute little older house. You will be so much happier there than in another apartment. Also, block him everywhere and do not give him a second thought. And finally, keep going to therapy. You cannot go through all this alone. Story 31. Spend as much time as possible with Dad. He had a minor stroke in 2021 and survived. Tell your family as soon as you find out you are pregnant, especially Dad. He will not even know about his grandson you are carrying in 2022 because he dies just a few days after you take that test. I really wish he got to meet his only grandson. Story 32. Do not waste all your time, money, and energy trying to get that promotion. You are being passed over anyway because you are not one of the boys, and you just have not figured that out yet. Spend that time with your family instead. They are going to need you so badly during COVID. Story 33. Current me. Buy Zoom on margin until the share price hits $500, and then short it. Exercise your stock options and sell when it is over $7. Also, the next company you work for will be an even bigger mess than your current one. But it is worth it because you meet someone who brings you to your current company and your life is so much better there. And when she asks to move to Texas temporarily, you tell her only as long as she doesn't take your son. 5 years ago me, my son, current me. Right, you're going to be getting some good news in about a month. Try to act like I didn't spoil the surprise. Story 34. It's right when COVID-19 was about to kick off, so I would tell myself to apologize and make good with whom I need to and what to invest in. The rest will work itself out. Story 35. Allow me to explain why I am calling you to tell you not to call yourself in 5 years when you get the chance to for 30 seconds for the sake of a joke. Story 36. Do not trust your coworkers. They are not your friends, no matter how much they pretend to be. Learn to keep your mouth shut about things that can be used against you. Save the venting for your therapist. At the end of 2023, wear a hidden camera to work. Story 37. Buckle up. It's going to be a colorful ride. You'll experience an exponential amount of growth when you say yes to the important stuff. Every lesson will cost you exactly what you don't need in the next chapter. It will be scary, fun, unique, liberating, and frightening. And when you think it's finally over, that's when the tides turn and the real change happens. And you'll get over your fear of dogs, and you will sleep again. Story 38. In exactly a month, the world is going to shut down for a couple of years. In 5 months, your wife is going to leave you, and in 7 months, your hometown is going to burn down. Your whole world is going to fall apart. The good news is you are resilient. Focus on your child, follow your instincts, put your skills to use, and in 5 years you are going to run an organization you founded and be a recognized expert in something that you do not even think about right now. Oh yes, and Trump is going to mess things up all over again. For real this time. But you have got this. Okay. Goodbye. Story 39. Trust yourself. Do not be afraid to take risks. And do not waste time doubting. Everything will work out if you keep moving forward. Oh, and invest in Bitcoin and Solana. Story 40. Break up with her. Get sober. Deal with your legal issues now. Do not put it off for 5 years. Be even more serious about your career. Start saving any money you can. Begin going to the gym. Be more social, both towards potential friends and women you are interested in. Visit grandma and grandpa more. Edit. Take your mental health seriously. Keep seeing a therapist and psychologist. Story 41. Don't give up. Fight every moment for yourself. Honor, honesty, and your real feelings matter most. Even if you have no idea what you are doing, even if you get by barely, just do it. Never give up. Follow your passions. Stand up for yourself. Fight. Story 42. Invest in Tesla and Facebook. Break up with the idiot and start taking vitamin D. Don't quit in 2023 no matter how stressed you are. You are going to need the money. Story 43. You will still be alive in 5 years. Stop this path to self-destruction and get some help before it's too late. Take advantage of having a community advocate in your life who is constantly advocating for you and on your side because that person will not be there forever, and their replacement will be absolutely hopeless. Get your medical condition checked before it spirals out of control. Do not be scared. Story 44. Work restrictions on hours are lifted for COVID. Work hard and make some money instead of not realizing this was a thing until the last 6 months of its existence. Story 45. Buy Bitcoin, you fool. It hits 100K. Forget the parties and pleasure. You can do all that when you're rich. You should have started mining it when you were a kid. Story 46. In 1 year, when dad has trouble breathing, get him to the hospital as soon as possible. He will say it's nothing. It's pneumonia. If you let him wait until tomorrow, He will collapse and require an ambulance to take him to the hospital. He will have a stroke that night due to the hospital's negligence, linger for a year in constant pain, and die slowly because mom will not be able to let him go. Story 47. I don't know. I honestly think the last 5 years were the most positive, life-changing ones in my life. Even in my heaviest depressive episode, I had created my last masterpiece in writing. I think I might just say, do not trust your parents. You are a priority to none of them. Story 48. You will have a huge argument with your dad in July, but you will move out from your parents by the end of August, so be prepared, but do not worry about your dad too much. This guy you are dating now is a huge red flag and you will break up in October, but you need to stay with him to feel safe until you are out of your parents' house. Maybe break up with him in September, right after the movie event. You will know which one I mean. In a year from then, you will be living the dream life. Stay strong. Story 49. You will be fine without him, but stop making so many choices out of fear. Your mom is going to get sick and you will be in charge of her care, so have fun while you can. Story 50. It is the worst time of your life. It will take tears, pain, and many years, but it will get better. Ignoring for that one in which direction the world is developing right now. Story 51. Things might get better, but they will go bad again. You'll lose people you love, but you will keep living. You will get past those hard spots, but 5 years later, we are still struggling. It's your decision on how you want our story to go. Story 52. Freaking dip, my brother. Head home now. Destiny is coming sooner or later, and I picked later. Unemployment, plane ticket. Stay in the city you land in, bounce. Story 53. Life is about to get really hard, but I promise it will eventually get so much better. Better than you ever imagined. Leave him now. Trust everything will be okay. Breathe, you got this. Story 54. Take care of your health. In the next 3 years, you will experience your first panic attack, and you will have stage 2 hypertension. It will ruin you, your career, and your mental health. On the good side, you will be promoted to your desired position. Your first child will be born a year later, and that is the most beautiful thing that will happen to you.